With Marvel Studios debuting Reed Richards into the MCU and announcing their 2024 Fantastic Four movie as part of the Phase 6, my god, that was a lot of alliteration. I couldn't help but want to revisit a Fantastic Four movie to remind myself of what went wrong with the previous film's renditions, and to be honest, I felt nothing wrong. Before you click off the video, hear me out, I had an open mind, alright? Rewatching 7 years after the movie's initial release and viewing it as nothing more than a superhero movie, honestly not even a Marvel movie, it's actually a pretty fun one. This movie is not without its flaws though, but I'll get to that soon. In hindsight, similar to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, this movie had almost a horror type feel to it, especially given the purposeful body horror the director intended on. Personally, I'm a fan of this stuff. Like, I think it was super well executed in the movie where the main cast freshly gets their powers. Reed unknowingly stretches his body as he sees Johnny's body caught on fire, hearing Ben's voice coming from a pile of rubble, not knowing what happened to him, and only imagining what happened to Victor at Planet Zero. Like, I thought this was great. Now, there was a lot of drama in the behind the scenes of this movie, but if you forget about all that, and if you forget about all the what could have beens of the movie, it's a pretty good one. It's exciting to me, honestly. But like I said, there are some flaws. Like, I guess if you viewed it to be exactly like the comics, then this Victor Von Doom is not the Victor Von Doom. But the character presented in the movie is actually kind of interesting. The decision to combine his origin with the Fantastic Four team we follow, in my opinion, is very creative. The decision to differ from the source material may have been what hurt the movie in the first place, since after all, it is a Fantastic Four movie, but to me, it makes for a good superhero movie. In terms of good, I love the Thing's design, despite his lack of shorts. I thought the realism given to him was perfect. I would honestly hope the MCU has a very similar take on his look, but yeah, I can't really say much about the rest of the design since they were kind of just black suits with nothing special on them, but I guess it did make sense considering they were government ran and they only just came up with their team name at the end in the corniest way possible. God, I hate that scene.
Gotta say, it's fantastic. 3, 2, 1.
Say that again?
But I'm sure if there was a continued sequel to the Fant4stic team, then we would have had some kind of comic blue look. I will admit, this movie goes downhill after the required reshoots and rewriting of the script, but the first half of the exposition, character building, and the setup for the motives was pretty solid in my opinion. That first half was the original director's vision, and it's kind of clear the second half was rushed and pushed just to get the movie done. There were so many interesting ideas, like how the government used the Thing as a weapon, especially having those scenes in the trailer like this one being deleted from the final product. It just seemed like such an exciting concept that we'll never see. Yeah, I guess a majority of this video feels like I'm pointing out the bad in this movie, but in the end, I honestly didn't hate watching it. I can confidently say I enjoyed it, and for the most part, I don't think it deserved all the hate it received in 2015. Like I said before, if you view this as an original superhero movie with no need for comic accurate characters, then I'd say it was pretty fantastic for the most part.